Let's head back to the voicemail of Truth and Reason.
Well, don't you think it's about time we realized we made a mistake with Ken Dorsey? His offense is atrocious. There's a reason he got fired. He stinks. We need to go back to Stefanski's offense. We need to go ahead and go get Joe Flacco. We need to find some way to get good offensive linemen back in. This money ball approach doesn't work in football. Get these guys to get their head on straight. You're losing people's fandoms, and it's unbelievable. I've been a fan for over 55 years, and I'm getting ready to just give up. It's atrocious. Embarrassing. Everybody's beginning to feel useless with this whole thing. Unbelievable.
As always, appreciate all the voicemails. Fred, I don't know about the Moneyball approach. The offensive line is the same. It's the same starting five, and the most of the players are the same. They tried to change the scheme to fit the quarterback, but Moneyball, I'm not quite sure where that came from. Brown's offense is in a funk, and I know you wrote this. How do they get out of it? What's the main thing?
Well, that's the question. I just think you got to simplify things. And, if you got a patchwork offensive line and, we saw the pressures that Watson's under, I'm sure a lot of it's him holding on the ball a little too long, but also a little gun shy, getting sacked 8 times and knocked down 17. I think he's been sacked 16 times in 3 games and knocked down 42 plus. I think you just got to pare it down, find what you do. I wrote today, you have to. I don't even know what their identity is. I've been covering this team a long time, but from day one, under Ken Dorsey and Stefanski, the new look offense, saw it all through training camp from day one at Greenbrier and preseason. They didn't ever play the offense, kept it under wraps. But I really, after 3 games, I guess it's just 3 games, but then again, it is 3 games. I still couldn't tell you what they're trying to do. They're not running the ball well. They're not passing the ball well. All the way around, it's just a scratch your head trying to figure out. So I guess what I'm saying, the first play of the game, Mari Cooper said they were going to throw that play regardless whether, they got a fumble on the Giants 24 or they would have been on their own 24. Watson takes like 1 or 2 steps and just throws it to a spot, touchdown. I don't know why you can't do that. They can't rush you when it's a 1 or 2 step, get rid of the ball. You see Jaden Daniels, our rookie, getting rid of the ball really quickly. I just think that's what the run pass option was supposed to do. I know there's some decisions that Deshaun Watson's, not making quick enough, but I think for the most part, he's making the decisions. But I wrote today, it's like going back to last year, and I'm not really wasn't a proponent to bring Flacco back. I get it. He's 39. He's not the long-term answer, but how can you just plug him in for 5, 6 games? He sets franchise records in touchdowns, passing yards, all those things. And the offensive line wasn't in any better shape. You were missing your top 3 tackles last year at that time. And he was getting rid of the ball. He's not mobile. And it was working. So I guess I'm just trying to understand if you have to pare it down, find something you feel you can do really good and do it. At Jacksonville, they went to a bigger lineup with offensive linemen and it was very successful. And you didn't see that the other day. I realized they had injuries, but those 3 injuries on the offensive line were pretty much second half. I mean, one might have been the first half, but most of them were, in the second half of the game. So, you have to kind of look at everything, realize we didn't do anything good. We have to find something we can do simple and just do it because the Raiders are going to be coming at you with all cylinders with Max Crosby and Christian Wilkins and that group, and they're coming off an embarrassing loss to the Panthers. So, I don't think it's going to get any easier, this week, but like the Jacksonville game. They gotta get all hands on deck, get back there, and find a way to come out with a win. Get back, right this ship before the season gets away from them.